Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Lux Illuminated and we'll be facing off against the Aurelion Sol adventure from the Legends of Arcane campaign. I'm finally getting around to properly completing this adventure. It's been a while, but I want the reward. And we need to beat it with a Demacian champion. And I'm strapped for time, so I'm playing the aggressive deck that is the Lux Illuminated one. I'm pretty sure this is the same setup I ran last time I played the Lux Illuminated. Crown Guard Inheritance, so we can attack twice when we level up Lux. The Incandescent Baton for the extra mana. And Fear Cleaving Axe, because we do apply a lot of Spirit to our units. Outcast's Edge, Suitable Host, Snippets of Song. Can we do better? Let's meet when an ally is targeted or supported. The Suitable Host gives me something to target my allies with. I guess I won't spend my rerolls on something else. Right, every encounter in this adventure is a champion. Completely forgot about that. It's been a while since I faced off against the Aurelion Sol. Let's toss all of these. I want a 1-drop preferably, so I can play it alongside the Lux here at the start. But I don't get a 1-drop. What should I do then? Let's pass priority back to the opponent, see what he does. Interesting. We have the 2 luminous sprites, so we can actually go for an interesting play here. Just do this. Set up so that next turn I can go for a prismatic barrier. Protect my health total that way. Alongside the three sprites.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
It's fine. Attacks with everything. Suppose I'll block here and here. He's going to give barrier to the Lee Sin, so I won't be able to properly deal with him. But that's not really what's important. The fact that we're developing a bunch of different keywords on the Luminous Sprites means that alongside the Lux and the second Luminous Sprite, we should have enough to close out the game by doing this. Yep. And even if the opponent blocks this attack, all I have to do is attack again, because of the rally effect. A little bit of a slow start, and we did take a bit of damage. But in theory, we can regenerate that damage we took back. And we didn't even take that much time in this encounter. But we definitely need more 1-drops. We can play a 1-drop alongside Lux at the start, things become significantly easier. I would prefer 1-cost units, but I suppose the 2-cost one is alright as well. It even has impact and everything. Tristana, Renekton or Mordekaiser. Tristana is cheap units, but Tristana kind of fights for a spot on the curve with the Lux. It has a good keyword, Heavy Hands for double attack. But this is a 1-drop. And a Renekton with Scout I might cut a Ruthless Predator, and the Renekton is not that great. But still. Jinx or Azir? It's still the best option. Let's hope the Jinx doesn't screw me. I'm going to take a bunch of damage here yet again. Let's mulligan everything. Keep the Lux, maybe we get the 1-drop to play alongside her. That's a 1-drop. The thing is, that 1-drop will die as soon as I play it. I can use the Prismatic Barrier to save it in case the opponent does that. Honestly, that's fine. If he was wasting Get Excited on that instead of my face, I think that's something I'll gladly take. Unfortunate part is that these first few turns are going to be rather weak. I'm going to need to block the attack from the Jinx, so that will involve trading this in. This will deal to everything, so I can block with Lux if I do this. 17 damage. It hurts, but we're holding on somehow. I think I might get out aggroed. Mage Seeker. No, I need to play the Prismatic Barrier as a form of protection. I was going to play the Prismatic Barrier on the Laurent Protégé, but that just forces my hand to protect the Jinx. Maybe it's fine. Pull here. Both my units survive. I've removed 2 of the opponent's units. The problem is yet again the Jinx. I'm going to die here. The opponent clears my board. Let's just chalk this up to me getting a bad hand. No, I can't even protect my health total. Yep. I can trade it Lux in, but still not enough. I'd had to deal Super Mega Death Rocket. I thought for sure I'd be able to out-aggro the Jinx. I guess I was wrong. It's fine, we can get the victory here. I just have to actually draw good cards instead of my entire top end. All because I wanted to go for the healer and counter and cut cards from my deck. Well, we got the Gerald Light Feather, that's a 1-drop. We can play it alongside the Lux. Let's do it like so.
Make way for the Jero parade.
And the opponent immediately removes the Gerald Light Feather. Yep. I'm going to do this. It saves my unit. And I can do this.
Sentinel of light at your service.
Buff it up a little bit. But there's no point in me attacking because the opponent's just going to block with the Jinx. That's one of our win conditions. Guess I can do the Lux. Oh, the opponent's playing this slowly. Not attacking with everything like he did last time. Well, this is kind of a waste because it will just fizzle the attack, I suppose, of the Jinx, I suppose. Anyway. Can go Luminous Sprite, Prismatic Barrier here. Never mind, no Prismatic Barrier on the Luminous Sprite. Because I need to protect the Jinx. But I might still be able to get a good turn. This levels up to Lux. I can do this here. To kind of force the block on the Gerolite Feather with the Jinx if the opponent wants to survive.
Radiance casts out every shadow. We fight together. Magic brings us together. We fight together.
This was a significantly better game.
Defend its own.
Significantly better. The opponent doesn't even bother blocking.
Together. We fight.
Oh, but that sucks. There goes my my safety net. I no longer have a revive, so I need to one-shot all of these following encounters. And considering how poorly I just fared against Jinx, I'm not too sure we can pull it off. Power Rift, yeah, I'm taking that. With Power Rift, that always costs one. Can go for a healer or a shop to get another power. I have a lot of money. But getting rid of the Aberrant Mage Seeker would be for the best. Jhin or Sejuani. I don't think we can deal with the Sejuani quite honestly. So let's just try to pick up something good here. When you summon or recall an ally, granted spirit. We don't really recall allies, but we do summon. And we care about spirit, so sure. It's basically a +1/+1. Warwick's Ferocity. On an item chest. For as much as I would like to go for the chance of a power from Warwick, I don't think we can do it. Jhin is slow, unlike Sejuani. So we can definitely set up a nice board to close the game with. That's the unfortunate part of this deck. We can just summon 2 units and just swing mindlessly. We actually need to set up a board. With a little bit of thought behind it. I'm going for the Bloodthirsty Marauder again. Do this. This actually sets up the Jhin nicely for a kill next turn.
I'm ready.
Embrace it. Your adoring
So while we do trade a little bit of board presence here, it will be better in the long run.
What do you mean I'm not on the list?
I don't really want the opponent to copy that unit. But I think I have to let it through. Just because I don't really have a lot of other options. Let's drop down Lux Illuminated. Really, you're attacking like this. I don't know if that's correct. Can do this. Make the opponent fizzle the attack with the Bloodthirsty Marauder.
They look on and
And the Jhin dies in the process. So I don't even take that much damage here. I might be able to close out the game next turn. And go for the Luminous Sprite. Give that barrier. Now we attack with everything. Do 57 damage and the opponent needs to have an answer. Because otherwise I attack again and he dies.
Defend its own. Magic brings us together. We fight together.
Or he just accepts defeat. That works too.
No match for Crown Guard.
Facing off against Tryndamere up next. Rockhopper. Green Glade Caretaker. The 1-drop, so sure. Anything we can play alongside the Lux is nice. Poro Fluffed. 1-1 and I'm a Poro. Nah, we can do better than that. Young Witch. Stone Stackers. Let's pick up more copies of the Young Witch. A healer or a shop? Do I want to cut a card from my deck? Let's just cut a card from my deck, increase our consistency a little bit. Get rid of that Aberrant Mage Seeker. So I don't have to worry about what happened in the Jinx game where I just drew both copies of it. And I got stuck with a bad hand. Okay, this is a good hand actually. And the Tryndamere won't come down until a few turns. So I can actually go for a slower turn. We can go for Jinx or Lux. We can use the Gerolite Feather to buff the Luminous Sprite.
Pendant yourself?
It is handmade.
We can even use the Darkened Staff on the Gerolite Feather to further increase its stats.
The Crown Guard
The opponent has to block both my units here. Okay, he chooses to use his power to keep the Starlit Seer alive and takes the damage instead. Interesting decision. Perfect 3 sprites here. We get decent blocker while we continuously buff up our board. Oh, I can even do this,
Did you
since he's giving me more
yourself?
opportunities to play more cards.
Finest Sentinel Artisans.
Really? No attacks. That might be a problem for you. I know for a fact he can't do anything that threatening for 6 mana other than play Tryndamere. So this just works out extremely well for us.
They should take note.
Just created chain of support effects. I thought for a second of playing the Incandesce,
Magic brings
but
us together.
we'll wait for the opponent to do something.
Nimblify! What was I so afraid of?
Okay, he doesn't do anything, he just chooses to die. Turns out I was worried about Tryndamere for no reason.
Guard.
Wait, things can still go south for us. Thieves' Gloves. Thieves' Gloves not yet great, but Iceborne Gauntlet is. We can easily protect the Lux with the barrier effect, so he probably won't see that unit with Capture with Lux again. All of these are terrible. Can I get something good here? A common power? Let's reroll. Playful Trick. Guile. Nah. Primal Hull. I'm taking it just because it's a little bit more flexible than the Guile. Spells chest, item chest, healer. I would like to go for the healer, but Kaisa is scary. Let's face off against Lux instead. The regular Lux. The opponent's going to start with extra mana, so this might actually be a mistake because he will be able to level up Lux a little bit easier. But I am going to just straight up capture the opponent's Lux on the first turn, so maybe it's fine.
My best sidekick.
You actually get the perfect hand here. Can go the Gerolite Feather into Lux Illuminated.
Demacia!
On my offensive turn, on my next offensive turn, I can play the Luminous Sprite that's been buffed up with Spirit.
I needed.
If we get 2 Luminous Sprites, that would be great, but we don't even need it with the cards we have. Really, you're just passing priority back to me? Well, that's just going to allow me to set up for my offensive turn.
Let the light
There you go. He's just waiting for me to play cards. That actually works out well for me. Because now I just do this,
The light.
Gauntlet of light.
and the opponent gets screwed.
This luminescence cannot be suppressed.
Actually, I might have screwed myself because I denied my own rally effect. So if the opponent has a way to survive this first attack, the game is actually going to drag on for a little longer.
Pushing my limits.
Nah, the opponent prefers leveling up the Lux.
Never back down from what you believe.
Ooh,
My best sidekicks yet.
he actually survives. That's a problem. Save me, Renekton.
Soren grows hungry! Eat them alive and spit out their bones.
Maybe the opponent doesn't have a 6-cost spell here. Not only does he have a 6-cost spell, he's going to kill the Lux. Actually, no. I have the barrier. So while I'm going to take a bunch of damage here, at the very least I'll be able to protect my own units.
No more holding back.
7. Could be worse.
Let's brighten up their day.
Let's just jump block that. Well, he might have survived the attack from the Lux, but he can't survive a second one. Oh,
What was I so afraid of?
that was a misclick. I wanted to play the prismatic barrier.
Deal. Tryndamere magic.
Uh-oh.
Defend its own.
Okay, never mind.
Put away the shadow. What was I
Everything turns out fine.
We fight together. Magic brings us together.
Not even that doubling of Lux's health could save him.
Apologize for my strength.
And my own mistakes. Mostly my own mistakes. Green Fang Warden, Rite of Negation, Zenith Blade. Just a bunch of terrible cards. I guess Green Fang Warden, just because it has barrier by default, so it can trade into stuff. Spell chest, item chest. Let's go for the epic spells chest. Never mind, I regret my decision. Let's move on. We don't have to pick up anything from that. Karma. He's going to start with Karma on board, so as long as I drop down Lux right away, that won't be a problem. And then I actually have 10 mana, so I can afford to place other units alongside the Lux Illuminated right away. I can go for a massive first turn.
Heart and mind as one.
Yeah, very cool Karma. However, how about no?
The light guides us all. With quiet steps.
It's okay. Let's bait something out with the Young Witch. Okay, spending 4 mana to release the Karma, but I can just spend 3 mana to capture her again.
I knew.
And now he no longer has any mana to contest what I do here. Let's do this here. I'll actually drop down the Green Blade Warden, because I think doing this is the correct choice. Because we buff up the Luminous Sprite out of range, we buff up the Elusive by a bunch, and then we buff up the Green Blade Caretaker to the point where it trades favorably into the opponent's units. And even though the opponent blocks this first attack, he unfortunately can't block the second.
Magic brings us together. What was I so afraid of? Sharpening!
Just like this.
Nature blesses her followers.
The opponent made a mistake giving me 10 mana. Not like he had a choice though. Three sprites with Shadow Totem. I guess it's a little bit more units on the board, especially if... No, the barrier doesn't matter actually. Sharp Sight is interesting. Survey Core is actually huge for us. Now we don't even need to play something alongside the Lux. Champagne item chest or just a general item chest. Poppy has a bunch of shuffle effects, but Viego has removal. How good is a common item? A common item can be Spell Shield, can't it? Or I'm... No. A common item can be Spell Shield, and I want Spell Shield on the Lux. So we're going for the Viego. And we're just hoping the opponent doesn't have removal. Or the Lux will play on the first turn. We can just play the Young Witch right away to sort of try and bait out removal from the opponent. Okay, 2 mana. I don't think he has anything for 2 mana, but just in case, I developed another unit just to try and bait the opponent. Doesn't seem like he wants to do anything though. So he might just die here. Can just do this. Actually, let's do it like so. So that way both the units get quick attack. Or the units that don't have elusive, that is.
I am not afraid of the light within. What was I so afraid of?
Yeah, it just dies here. I mean, what can he do for 2 mana? He doesn't even bother with protecting his life total with the units he has on board. Well, all of my units have Overwhelm anyway, so it wouldn't actually matter. And now we're at our second mid-boss. Crystal Carrier or Doubling Dice? Let's get more copies of the Young Witch. They fare decently well. No Spell Shield, but a second Bright Staff is nice. It's +1/+1. Let's cut a card. Let's cut the Laurent Protégé. Yeah, let's cut the Laurent Protégé. Zoe. If we are roll like we did in the last encounter, I doubt she has a chance. I'll actually keep one Renekton here to increase my chances of drawing a Lux. Yep. It would be nice if I could play other units alongside the Lux, however. 12/12. Scary. Let's try and bait out some removal from the opponent. She is going to be able to block my units. Which is unfortunate. Actually, no, right, I captured the unit right away. So maybe it's fine. What do I want to survive? Actually, I think I want the Greenlight Lookout to survive.
We fight together. This luminescence cannot be suppressed.
Let's see if I can kill the opponent this turn. We are doing a significantly smaller amount of damage than we have been doing so far. So maybe the opponent will actually be able to pull off a win here. Ooh, he survives with 1 health.
What was
Unless he blocks, in which case he will get more. No. 1 health. 1 unit or Nexus. Okay, I guess the opponent dies. He should have taken into account the fact that I have burn. As it turns out,
For my strength.
it did come in handy, that extra 1 damage. Though it will probably be the only time it actually is relevant. Targon's Brace or Savage Shield? Targon's Brace is better for our overall buffing game plan. Savage Shield is more protection though. Let's go for the Targon's Brace. It significantly buffs whatever we're supporting even more. Celestial Aid, create a Blessing of Targon in hand. Nah. I want the Epic Shop. I want to save the reroll for the Epic Shop. It kind of feels bad to not pick it up, but it will be so bad if I reroll there and get something that's even worse. And I don't need the extra card generation and the extra targeting of my own units, since we're closing out the game so quickly. That's the perfect hand. Luminous Sprite plus another unit that we can play alongside the Lux just closes out the game instantly on the turn after the first one. Let's do this. Try to bait removal from the opponent. Yep. Let's not drop down the Lux.
Run.
You don't need to. We can actually take things slow.
Carrots can fly, Rin. Okay. I am one with the land.
If I went for the Lux right away, I probably could have closed out the game.
Come on, Rin.
But
Fly.
I wasn't sure if the opponent would have like a second Fiora and that would just completely screw me or not.
If only Fiora.
I think this was a better course of action. This ensures the opponent loses no matter what. That's fine. Let's give that a little bit of protection.
Blesses her followers.
If the opponent attacks and releases Fiora. Okay, I was about to say if the opponent attacks and releases the Fiora, I can just resummon a Lux and capture it. But he didn't want to do that. Well, it's your funeral, opponent. Let's do this. This should double the effect of the support effect from the Lux, meaning the Targon's Brace not only gives a +1/+1, it's also a +1/+1 spirit and +1/+1 impact, which converts into a lot of damage.
I won't apologize for my strength.
That was a lot easier than I anticipated. Farsight alteration on the farm up. Sure. One less card in my deck. None of these are that great. Twice slain. Nah. Get jinxed. None of my spells or skills deal damage. So it's extremely unfortunate that I'm getting that now. Do I bother picking it up at all? I guess it works with the Primal Hull. It will be the only thing that works with it. Unless I want to pick up the Piercing Darkness, which I don't, so...
Fight for the first lands.
It could double up the impact damage, but it doesn't because it's not a spell or skill. We can make it work with the powers we have. We don't need some fancy legendary power to achieve victory. The opponent's going to start off with Yeah, Irelia on the board. I'm just going to summon the Lux right away. Get rid of that problem immediately.
But to remember.
And he immediately resummons the Irelia. That's annoying.
Shoulder set. Blade
And
sharpened.
Blade Dancer immediately.
Don't worry, I've danced this 100 times.
Could you be any more of a nuisance, opponent? Let's buff up the Luminous Sprite.
Pendant yourself?
It is handmade.
Let's
by the
attack
finest
like
central
so.
artisans.
The opponent will probably just
What was I so
block here with the Irelia, yep.
We fight
I
together.
figured that would happen. But at the very least this sets up so that I can Smoldering Smirk the Lux Illuminated,
What if I falter? If you fall,
killing
I
the
will always catch you.
Irelia. And I can always just do this. That's a more convenient trade. And I take 10 here. Sure. Never mind, I take 13 here. They're getting dangerously close to dying. And he gets 2 more attacks right after this one. Seven, 6.
The dance for two hearts, united in war.
Let's do this.
Magic?
Take 5.
Run!
Play the Stone Stackers. Oh, if he has any sort of Blade Dance next turn, I'm just dead. Maybe with the Prismatic Barrier I'm not dead, but still.
Steady your heart, find your beat.
How annoying can a guy be? I can actually do this. It clears 2 units
Defends its own.
and protects my health total. And I can attack like so.
Incandescent.
Do a bunch of damage, level up the Lux.
Not afraid of
I'm
the
desperate.
light within.
I'm in desperate need of a healer.
Fight together. What was I so afraid of? We fight Nimblify. Where are you going?
I'm going to close out the game here, but at what cost? I almost died.
Away the shadow. Magic brings us
I'm basically dead.
Marcia defends its choppity.
If the last opponent somehow has enough damage to kill me in the either first or second turn,
Strength.
it will be the end of the run. But am I even facing off against Trundle? Trundle can be slow. He can be slow. So let's hope that the opponent doesn't get that great of a hand. I need a Lux right away. Yeah, this is a good hand. Lux, Green Blade Lookout, Young Witch. And I get 2-3 sprites. At the very least I'll be able to capture the Eternal right away. He'll need to have a Eternal in hand.
Demacia will lead the way.
That's a card burn. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this.
God won't fail.
7, 6,
Intruders.
9. But Lux levels up. Lux level up is not enough to close out the game this turn, however. So maybe playing things slow, not leveling up Lux is the correct choice. Yeah, let's do that. We don't trade the Lux in, but we don't risk anything either. We have some forms of protection for the next turn, so unless the opponent plays something with Overwhelm, we don't die. I also have the 3 sprites to generate a board. Okay. It's a very slow turn from the opponent. Extremely slow. We have it. We win the game next turn. Oh, that was a scary set of circumstances we found ourselves in. Let's just pop there, I suppose, just to give that impact for the next turn. To proc with the Fear Cleaving Axe, that's it. Let's attack like this. Try to distribute the buffs through as many units as possible. So that way we have a backup plan, yeah, in case that happens.
Found you.
I actually have a plan. Can do this. It's only 1 mana, and it gives the Eternal vulnerable. It's dropped on the Luminous Sprite. Unfortunately, I kind of pulled the trigger a little bit too early, so I couldn't really get benefits from the full benefits from the Luminous Sprite, but it's alright because I can do this. Actually, we can increase the amount of buffs from that the Luminous Sprite gives by doing this. So while we kill our own units, this should translate into more damage dealt. Yep, it translates into more damage dealt. So we found the lethal. And the opponent can't do anything because he has no mana. And we level up Renekton. Just to say we did it. Otherwise we would have ended the run without even leveling up Renekton. And we're at the end. Oh, ooh, Stout Shield. Give the targeted allies barrier this round. Perfect. For a second I thought I wouldn't reach here at least. When I lost to Jinx, I considered the run would be dead. But I suppose I was wrong. Let's try to get the Lux. Keep the Luminous Sprite in hand. Double Lux. Might be able to go for a Lux level up here on the first turn. Burn a card, but it's fine. Let's capture the Aurelion Sol right away. Herald of Dragons. Okay. I wonder. That's only a silence until the end of the turn. So this is still fine. The opponent can block with his unit. So it's not like I'm dealing too much damage. At the very least we got rid of the Aurelion Sol. Oh, we have an extra mana. Really, you're passing priority back to me. I kinda want to spend my mana though. So I'm going to play a Luminous Sprite and hope the opponent doesn't attack. Okay, perfect. I'll take that pass anytime. And he immediately gets a Viego, which screws my game plan. The opponent high rolled me. How do I even win now? I can't. Oh, no. I have a second Lux. Never mind. Everything's fine. Oof. For a second I thought everything was lost there. Oh, let's give that barrier. We can do this. Oh, order. Do this. We almost killed the opponent like that. Yeah, sure. The Green Blade Lookout will probably die, but I'm not worried.
Magic brings us together. What was I so afraid of?
Picking up all of those Luxes saved the run.
You cannot stop me.
Oh, he's doing stuff. He can silence my units. Or stun them. That also works. Can I form up enough to kill the Kaisa? Actually, I should form up enough to kill the Viego. Viego is a larger threat.
We fight together. What was I so afraid
Yep.
of?
And while I can't exactly kill the Kaisa, I can at least do this. Set up so that she dies to the Luminous Sprite attack.
Magic brings us together.
Or I can just do this. Stone Stacker. Then I attack like so. The buffs from the Luminous Sprite are not permanent, so
What was I so
might as well use the stats to kill the Kaisa. Okay. Oof. The opponent had a way to survive the level up from the Lux. It's fine. Okay, it's no longer fine. I'm pretty sure I died to the attack effect from the Ornn combined with the damage from the Immortal Fire. Maybe it decides not to attack if I buff the Luminous Sprite to the point where it
together?
can safely contest the Ornn. Never mind. Well, we can block here and here, and we only take 17. We're living!
Brings us together.
Somehow we're living. The opponent couldn't have asked for better champions, to be honest. Viego into Ornn to go through our units, and then Tryndamere. Tryndamere is not that great. But Viego, man, the Viego almost turned this game around.
This way! Go!
Let's do this. Okay. How do you survive this opponent? Tell me.
What was I so
How are you going to ruin my day?
Magic brings us together. Nimblify!
I mean, sure. Blocking the Lux, blocking the Young Witch. The damage still goes through because of the overwhelm. And we did it. Oh, that was close. I messed up in some points, but here in the last fight it was pure luck from the opponent. I was so shocked from the opponent getting a Viego that it took me a while to realize I still had a backup Lux in hand. Without her I surely would have lost. Oh, I need to rest. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.